Body camera footage was released at a news briefing Monday of the fatal police shooting of 20-year-old Daunte Wright, a black man in a Minneapolis suburb, which according to police appeared to be an accidental discharge by an officer who drew her gun instead of her taser during a struggle. Brooklyn Center Police Chief Tim Gannon.
The officer, while struggling with Mr. Wright, shouts, "Taser, taser," several times. That is part of the officer's training prior to deploying a taser, which is a less lethal device. During this encounter, however, the officer drew their handgun instead of their taser. This appears to me, from what I've viewed and the officer's reaction and distress immediately after, that this was an accidental discharge that resulted in the tragic death of Mr. Wright.
The shooting on Sunday triggered unrest in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, with police firing tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse angry protesters who kept to the streets into the early Monday morning hours. The botched arrest of Wright, who police say was stopped due to an expired car registration, occurred not far from where the trial of Derek Chauvin, the former white Minneapolis police officer charged with murdering George Floyd, is taking place. Brooklyn Center Police Chief said the routine traffic stop escalated into a deadly shooting when officers ran a check on Wright and found an outstanding warrant for him. Video footage presented at the briefing showed an officer trying to handcuff Wright next to the car before he breaks free and gets back inside the car. Then he is shot. At the news conference, Brooklyn Park Mayor Mike Elliott said the officer, who has been placed on administrative leave and whose identity has not been disclosed, should be fired.
My position is that we cannot afford to make mistakes that lead to the loss of life of other people in our profession.
U.S. President Joe Biden called the killing tragic, but said there was no justification for violence and called on the protesters to be peaceful.